I don't know. I just do stupid stuff like that sometimes, and probably just as shocked as everyone that I made it a left-handed layup over Bull. Just thought it was a tough shot.
Why do you think this team has come together so quickly? A lot of people on the outside, myself included, didn't think this team would be very good, and it's been terrific.
We just got good people who are great teammates and want the next guy to succeed, and I mean we do that at a high level. Make the extra pass and covering for each other on defense, and we got a lot of young guys who get out and run, and I think we just kind of take people by surprise, and when they realize how good we are, it's a little too late in the game.
TJ, to talk about the threes, basically, you hadn't hit one yet this year. What made tonight the night? What have you been just sort of doing to work on your mechanics and stuff, and just what all came together for you to hit a couple shots?
Yeah, I mean, I work on it so much, and I pass up quite a few of them, because I think we can get a better shot. But the way they were playing me, just let it fly, and I have to keep letting it fly. I put in too many hours in the gym, and credit to Coach Jenny and Gennaro Pargo and everyone that's been in the gym with me, and my teammates for continuing to pass the ball to me.
TJ, more so than in past seasons, it feels like you and the starting point guard on the team have a similar kind of pass first, get everybody involved kind of style. Do you feel like that makes it easier for whoever's in the game with you guys to make it easier to run the same stuff all the time?
Yeah, I mean, there's no drop off when it comes to being unselfish and sharing the ball. The guy next to me does it a little bit better than I do, but thinking pass and getting people easy shots, is always a good thing. And like I said, Ty does it the best in the league, in my opinion.
Tyrese, you guys had a bunch of points in the paint tonight against a giant team like the Magic like that. What went into you guys' sort of philosophy shift to be able to get to the basket and score so much today?
Yeah, I think early in the first quarter, I knew that they were coming to the game switching because they switched all game last game. So just attacking downhill, getting downhill with the bigs on me, kicking out, spraying out from there, and finishing myself. So kind of setting the tone there. And then, TJ and the second group did a great job today getting to the paint, finishing. We get stops, we're able to run. A lot of those transition buckets are, layups or in the paint.
TJ, how would you describe the culture here now, and in what ways has it changed from last year?
I feel like ever since Rick got here, he's been, trying to establish a culture, and he's done a great job. And then we kind of traded a lot of people away last year and brought new guys in, and, the message has been the same. But, these guys that have come in, like I said, we've just got a phenomenal group in the locker room who we genuinely care about one another, and that translates on the court as well.
Tyrese, obviously, TJ just talked about passing up shots and opportunities to take some threes. I guess how helpful was it tonight that he hit a bunch, basically, and are you guys kind of pushing him to take some more of those shots?
Big time for us. I think we had 3 starters combined to go, like me, Buddy, and Jalen. Actually, oh wow, starting lineup together, we made 3 threes. So we didn't shoot the 3 the best in our first group. So second unit had to come give us a lift, and him and Oshae were able to, and even Ben were able to come in and make some shots. So that was big for us. I tell TJ all the time, like, if you feel right, shoot it. If you don't, pass it up and just play your game. I mean, us as basketball players, we understand ourselves better than anybody. So if it doesn't feel right, don't shoot it. If it does feel right, let it go.
Tyrese, I believe it's your mom's birthday tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes, it
What
is.
did it mean to you to have this performance for her tonight?
Everything. Because last year on her birthday, I had a donut at 0 points. So, so I wore the same shoes tonight that I did last year. I was like, I'm gonna do better this time. I would have had like 20 assists if Buddy made some shots today, but kind of just comes with it. It's exciting to come out here. My mom sits courtside for a lot of games, so amazing feeling to do that tonight, and looking forward to being with her tomorrow.
Tyrese, 9-1 start for you guys tonight. Led most of the first half, as opposed to having to come from behind in these second halves. So you did some of these other wins. How did that kind of relax this group maybe in that third and fourth quarter to be able to play out ahead?
I think every night's a learning experience for us, and we've had a lot of learning of how to fight back, the right ways to fight back, understanding that 20 points in the NBA is nothing. 15 points in the NBA is nothing. So you got to understand that. But, now we also got to learn, how to get leads and keep those leads and maintain those throughout the game. So it's all a learning curve for us. This is really interesting, playing a team twice in 3 days, because I don't want to say it's like playoffs, because I would know nothing about the playoffs. But I think it just allows you to have adjustments, and you don't really know what teams are going to throw at you, what's going to be different. Tonight we obviously didn't have Andrew, and they had, Gary come in. Things were a little different, some different coverages from both teams. So, we just felt like we adjusted the right way and were able to start well and maintain that throughout the night.
TJ, you've seen a lot of rookies come through this league. What sets Ben apart? What makes him unique?
They call you old?
Bennedict.
You've seen a lot of rookies.
I get, his mindset. There's not many people, let alone rookies, that has his mindset on the court, and it's one of his strengths. His ability to, kind of get to his spots in one-on-one and then get to the rim. When he has his three rolling, it's really tough for people to guard him because they're pressing so much up on him, and he gets to the rim and he scores from three levels. But his mindset and his confidence is, something very rare, and not a lot of people have it like that.
Hey, I'd like to ask one for each of you. Tyrese, first of all, small one. This isn't really it, but same shoes as last year. Are they birthday shoes? What's the story with that?
They're Kyrie 5s. They're a mom colorway, so they got hearts all over for the mom. So yeah.
Okay. Do you remember? I know you remember the foul that got taken away. You objected, and they.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but your conversation with the referee was on the scoreboard. What? Do you remember what he told you?
I was just having a conversation about being in the right position, what I could have done differently, just trying to understand it. But at the end of the day, I think sometimes in the heat of things I forget this, but refs are human beings too. They make mistakes. It's a conversation with a lot of these things as to if they miss a call, if they make a call. You just got to talk to them respectfully. Get to the halftime, they'll always look at things for you and let you know. And I just respect the relationship I have with the refs in terms of admitting when I'm wrong, admitting when they're wrong. I think that's just the best way for this league, to move forward.
And then TJ, for you, it seems like the numbers say you guys are passing a lot better assists in the last 8 or 10 years. Is he contagious? Is it? I mean, he has a lot of them, but it feels like it's more than just him giving you 10 or 12 a night.
Yeah, when your starting point guard is as willing as Ty is to get people the ball, it does become contagious. And like I said, he does it better than anyone in this league. And the way he's able to kind of just get people going, but not forcefully. He does it so naturally that, our offense looks really smooth. And it's truly, truly special to watch. And I've said this 1,000 times, we're so happy to have him here. And in case you were wondering, I was wearing the Kyries as well tonight.
TJ, did you have a moment with Jenny at halftime, post-game, or anything like that? We see how much you guys do each day.
Yeah, she's been in the gym with me more than anyone, and we've got a really close and special bond. So she was just very happy for me. And thankful for all the hours that she has put in with me. That's really all I can say. It's a special relationship.
We got off to a better start. That helped. Even though we didn't win the first quarter, it was a 1-point game, and from there we did had a couple of good defensive quarters and got the win.
Guys had a bunch of points in the paint tonight. What was kind of the emphasis for you guys attacking them compared to maybe what you did on Saturday?
Well, we wanted to move the ball better. We wanted to get it in the paint. And, we did a lot of good things from that standpoint. Certain teams will give you certain things early in the clock. And we just were getting seduced a bit. Really in both games, to some early shots that may not have been the best shots for us, and we were more disciplined tonight and got some better ones. And defensively, we did better. They're without some guys, obviously, but we've got to take little improvements that we can get and keep trying to build on them.
What'd you think of the way TJ McConnell played tonight and how it boosted your team?
Yeah, I mean, his competitiveness is contagious to everyone that's out there. Sometimes he's one of the first guys to go in. Sometimes he's one of the later guys to go in the first quarter. Whatever the situation, he adjusts and does his best regardless. So, tonight his energy, his pain in the assness, really, we needed it. We needed it, against a team that was undermanned and a team that we needed to beat, and we got it done. So it was good.
Rick, we see all the work Jenny and TJ do every single day at practice. How kind of rewarding or reinforcing what that practice work is does a night like tonight do?
Yeah, it's big. TJ's been shooting the ball well for a long time in practice and before and after with Jenny, and he just hadn't been taking many in the games. And so when he hit his first one tonight, they dared him a second time, they dared him a third time, and he's shooting the ball well. And so I'd like to see him get at least one up every game, if not more, because I just feel like he's shooting that thing straight and with a lot of rhythm, and he's come light years. He's really worked on it a lot this summer, and if you recall, the last couple games that he played last year, he hit a couple then too as well. I think he hit 3 in the last 2 games. So this is no accident. This is he can do this.
Were you more impressed though with his hook shot, one-handed over Bobo in the middle?
Well, it's pretty frequent that he surprises guys. Like he does this thing where he drives it and acts like he's just going to dribble in the basket, and all of a sudden he shoots it. I've seen him do that at the rim a few times, and I think he surprised Bol a little bit on that play. But this is what great guards do, that have that kind of unconventional feel for the game. They make unconventional plays.
You guys won the rebounding battle by 10 tonight. How did you feel about just the way you guys played physical? You've wanted, I think, to see some more of that. Just how good of a sign was that?
It was better. I mean, we were more physical tonight from the beginning of the game. I think Nesmith starting contributed to that. He made one loose ball play in the first minute and a half of the game to get us another possession, and it just felt a little different out there, with him. And his size and his combativeness, helped us, Wagner's a tough matchup. I mean, the guy's huge. He handles the heck out of it. He gets to the rim. You just need big-bodied guys with energy and the wherewithal to just try to keep wearing on him. And for 2 games, he did some good things.
Rick, how much in a growing, evolving team like you have right now, how much does early success, both team and individually, kind of reinforce maybe the message that you and your coaching staff are preaching to the guys every day?
Yeah, we're always looking for, wins. Even if it's not just winning the game. Sometimes wins come when you lose the game. It can be how you competed on a certain night when you didn't, happen to win the game. So, yeah, I mean, for sure. But we've got everybody in the locker room talking about the same things, and the players have got themselves talking about the same things. And it's got to be, it's got to be a coalition. The players got to co-sign on what the staff is talking about. And to this point, these guys have, and I expect them to continue to do it. We know that things are going to get much more difficult here now, with Minnesota coming in and then Brooklyn, and then it's out to the west, the levels of these teams are going to be different. And so, we're going to have to be ready for that. Our crowd on Wednesday is going to be really important for us. We're going to have to, have a loud building, and we're going to have to play well against Minnesota.
Good, man, really good. I remember I was saying before the game I want to have a comfortable win, but we know that started from the start of the game, and it's going to continue. They're a good team that's going to make a lot of runs. So it's just about us weathering that and staying with our principles. Something that LP and coach was really harping on to start the game is being disciplined.
Rick's phrasing has been to dominate the simple, and he feels like you are doing that maybe as well as anybody. What's been the key to just being as successful as you have been at what you do well?
It started from training camp. Coach has been saying you move the ball, next side, next action. And, I know that gets everyone involved. When everyone feels good, then we all feel good as a team. And that's all it's about. I know that my shots are going to come because we have great point guards and guys that look out for, one another. So I'm never really looking for the first, shot or my first opportunity to get to the basket. I want to move the ball, I want to get everyone involved, and, that's simple. It doesn't take much to do that.
Over these last 11 games, you guys have been one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. You, of course, were here last year, the year before. Can you pinpoint what's working right now on the defensive side?
We're trusting each other. We got Miles and Isaiah down there that's really holding us down. They're definitely a big part of it, but we have great guys who are able to stop the first point of attack, and that's something that Ron has been talking about ever since we all got together. But it's just trusting each other, defensively being in the right spots, and knowing that our principle is what's going to make us get far.
The bench had 71 points tonight. What's the camaraderie? What's the significance of having two units that can play off each other like you guys have been?
Man, we just love playing with each other, and that's all it's about. Once the starting unit gets out and we know it's our time to go in, we don't want to let down a little bit. And even if they start a little slow, we want to pick it up because we know that they're going to be right there to do the same thing. So it's just loving each other's success. Same thing. I always say that. And I think we're doing a great job of that.
Well, it's working, man. Playing together, having fun, and just playing for each other. Playing, being unselfish. We have great lineups and great teammates. Who's willing to sacrifice himself for the team. So pretty much just making the right plays and sticking together.
The growing confidence with this group too. We just kind of see it at every game out here. You guys feel that on the day-to-day that we don't see on the court. You see it in practice and whatnot, that it's starting to generate a little bit more.
For sure. We have great players all around the team. We know there's a lot of guys who can have a big night. Aaron last game he had a great night. TJ had a great night tonight, and you feel like everybody can make plays. It's just about knowing what's best for the team, but also trying to win the game.
TJ's always bringing the energy, getting guys involved in the second unit, but how much of a lift is it when he's knocking down shots the way he is tonight?
It's great, man. He's really confident. I told him before the game, give you the shot, you just got to take the shot, stay confident, but also, just shoot it. Just be free.
Talked a lot about how much you enjoy winning. How enjoyable has this stretch been for you?
Amazing, man. Like you said, I enjoy winning. I love winning. I go to sleep with a win. Sleep good. But also it's all about, we win. We got a game next day or in 2 days, so we got to be locked in, and we get a dub, celebrate the same day, come back next day, and just be ready to work.